Sportbrake is a bit of a made-up word from Jaguar. It basically means real, so it's a bigger boot version of the new one for 2021 XF. Because the D200 part of the car's overly complex name means diesel, and not just any diesel, mild hybrid diesel, a new direction for Jaguar. The new HEV, diesel MHEV is much more attractive than its petrol sibling in the XF range. Basically it's a 204 PS 150 kilowatts 2.0-liter 4-cylinder unit, drivable via an 8-speed automatic only. To the rear all-wheel drive is also available. That's great for 430 Nm, 317 pound-feet, of torque from just 1,750 RPM, beauty diesel. The clever bit is that it also attaches to a DC-DC converter on the rear axle and a belt-integrated generator starter. Among them, it's energy when you release the throttle, storing it in a tiny 48 volts battery under the back seat. While it will never run on pure electric power, or provide absolute extra acceleration, what could be added is adding a little extra torque to aid in acceleration as the car goes from set-off to consistent cruising. It's basically like a few seconds of free torque each time you accelerate. Where gasoline feels a little sluggish, diesel's extra helping hand only elevates it to a smaller action. It also translates to a reported 57.2 mpg and a very impressive 137 grams per kilometer CO2, which is a nearly 30% reduction on the P300 gasoline we tested in the saloon. This doesn't mean the XF Sportbrake is a sports car, but 60 miles per hour is reachable in 7.3 seconds and will continue to hit 143 miles per hour if you so desire, so no problem. Here's the big thing for the new XF. The interior implemented is now almost class-leading. It's led by the new PIVI Pro infotainment system, all 11.4 inches now sitting proudly on the main dashboard, following the latest Tesla-inspired trend, with black plastic buttons and dials for climate control underneath. While some of the infotainment systems feel a bit, dropping a little awkwardly into place, perhaps because they're only a few centimeters thick, they look good. And the system it runs on is excellent, one of the easiest to use and simplest systems. Which is good, when everything but the heater controls and rearview mirrors pass through. The materials used in most dashboards are also now of very good quality, let down by the dial that feels very plastic for climate control, but highlighted by the incredible Metal Gear paddles. Unfortunately, the focus on the incredible screen means the buttons are a bit disappointing. The entire button is set on a single piece of plastic, so every push is a bit of a hit and hope, you're not entirely sure if you're actually pressing the button. While the new XF impresses in all guises with its excellent new interior, it's the MHEV diesel engine that feels like the go-to option. If you can stick with the extra 2 seconds of waiting to hit 62 miles per hour, and if you can't, you really should wait for more sports cars than the P300's petrol launch, then the diesel is more economical and feels more willing halfway range than gasoline and therefore more usable in real life. Its vital stats are as follows: 565 liters with all 5 seats attached, and 1,700 liters when folded. It was broadly competitive with the BMW 5 Series Touring, but predictably less accommodating than the giant Mercedes-Benz E-Class estate.